Yeah, that works. Ah, okay, hello, 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 hello. Oh, okay, okay. Do you hear just reminder? Oh, here we go, we're live this today. Okay, okay, here we go again. Oh yeah, here we go on the stream for this today. Alright. Yes, the bundle is here. We are also. Hey everybody, welcome back to the moment is here for today's brand new two updates of Minecraft. 1.21.2 and 1.21.30.23 beta and preview is here. Where are double the outcomes? Yes, we are double the comes out for this release updates in this snapshot and the preview as well. The biggest updates on this week. And we are now we got updated the new bundles is now has been updated. Yes, we got to be updated for this snapshot 24w33a 1.21.2 update. Yes, we are now release set as well. And then now for 1.21.30.23 now ships for new experiment. Yes, now on the preview. Yes, we are now sips for this today. Very awesome. We are very awesome double the updates. So there's no need to edit for new video. Yes, there's no need to new video because we are double the merges. Yes, we are double the merges. Yes, we are double the merge. Okay, here go for streaming for this ready. Okay, so let's on the 124w33a snapshot here first. Okay, let's dive onto it. Make sure you need a backup first before creating a new. Let's go to the create there on this yet. Okay, we are starting 24w33a video. Moving on to creative there. Hard mode. Always needed commands. And here is the new experiments. We're added this snapshot. Yes, we are added the new experiments. There are the Minecart Improvements and the new Redstone Experiments. This is a new experiments has been added to the new experiments for snapshot. Just like Bedrock Edition for education edition for some color torches. Yes, for some color torches. I will reading on the changelog. I will turning on this, all of this. I will turning on all of these. Yes, I will turning on all of these. Hey, take a leave. Defer something. I want to super flat as well. And nothing to structures. And more. We have it. Let's get started on this. Do something. They had no spawn mobs. Spawn phantoms as well is not included. No update days and weather as well. Never announced the advancements. Never announced the advancements as well. Huh? The others are getting rid. The overhaul. Ah, okay. Here we go. We are now ready to open this new snapshot. Okay. Okay, so I will ready. Do you heard something? It's a little bit lower quality as well. did the fixing up in. I went it fast. Here we go. I wanted to pass. Okay, let's go on to changelog. Let's read on to this. Okay, let's starting for reading this right. Let's go to the reading on changelog. Okay, very awesome. Okay, here we go. Okay, we have on the news. We got a new experimental features. The following changes only apply when their respective experiment is turned on, either by activating the corresponding experimental data pack or by turning it on in the experiment screen while creating the world. And these experiments have no effect unless enabled. You can find more information about features toggles here. Yes, there is a link from features toggles on Java. And for bundles as well, bundles are back. The bundles was added to Java. It is as an experiment in 2020. We are now working on bundles again. To test bundles, you must create new world with the bundles experiment turn it on. When creating a new world, click more, then experiments, then click the button next to the world bundles. A bundle is an item that lets you stack different blocks or items together in the same inventory slot. Different items normally don't stack together, so you can end up wasting space by only having a new items in each slot. A bundle lets you pack those items together so there is no wasted space. And then look at this picture shows on the bundles has the works included as well. Very great as much possible as well. It's so great. Very amazing new snapshot. Yeah, it is a very awesome. Another reading for this chase log again. The bundle has a tooltip that shows some of the items inside. If the bundle has up to 8 item types, you will see all of them and can pull any item out immediately. If there are more than 8 item types, then some rows of items will be hidden. You may want to crop the bundle to keep everything easy to reach. A bundle can be crafted with one string and one letter. Let's try out again these all new versions of the bundle and let us know that you think. Very crazy. Here is something. A bundle only fits one stack, easily 64 items, but it can be a mixture of many different item types. You can insert items into a bundle directly in the inventory. Bundles have a tooltip that shows that shows the item inside. If a bundle has less than 8 item types inside, the tooltip will show all of them. Otherwise, the tooltip will show the top 2 rows of items and the others will be hidden below. You can select any of the visible items to pull out of the bundle. Right click to take the first item, use the number keys or scroll wheel to select a different item. Then right click to take it. And there's a developer's note. In the original bundle experiment, you could only pick the top item. We got a lot of feedback that players wanted more flexibility when taking items out. To address these, we put a submenu inside the bundle, which has never been done before in Minecraft. When selecting an item, to remove the bundle icon shows that item poking out of the bundle. When holding a bundle in hand, you can empty it into the ground by right clicking. The bundle is crafted with the one string about one letter. Another developer notes has the original prototype for bundles was much more expensive to craft and used rabbit hide. which is only available in 13 biomes. So the player had to explore to get their first bundle in this version. We've made it cheaper and something that you can craft at home in almost any biome. We want it to be easy to get bundles in in a new world so you can use it in your early adventures. The controls have changed from the original prototype, like use left click, left left click to put an item into a bundle, and then use right click to remove the top item type from a bundle. When the bundle tooltip is visible, use number keys or the mouse wheel to select a different item type when use right click to remove it. So let's see about this. Here's some gameplay. Let's go on to for my game screen. I will show you how to know this. Okay, I will show you to know this. Okay, all right. The video is just so slow. It is a little bit. Maybe you guys are like me. Okay, moving on. Let's go for bundles again. To have bundles again, and here is the bundles. We have a new HUD. Yes, it says can hold a mixed stack of items. It has empty bar. This is a very emptied. This is a little bit emptied there. Okay. Okay, for example, for honey block, if this honey block is something a lot, take 64, and then it turns full if the red indicated shows the red indicated. And then losing up, how about 32? Turns 32 capacity like this, like that. Turns 32 capacity as well. If this is slime block mixing with each other, where is 64 yet? If this placing down there and then placing down here, and there is a two separate blocks like slime block or honey block, it has a 2, and then losing up the honey block and losing up the slime block. Okay, so what about the armor? What about the armor? If this one of the armor someone, and then it turns full yet, not 64 but just one diamond helmet instead of 64. That is very limited. All right, that is a very limited, as will the sword. No, they cannot. No, they cannot. It cannot be. Okay, it cannot be. There's something. That's very cool. Okay, how about the flowers? Okay. What about the flowers? Let's try the torchflower seeds, cauliflower, cornflower, sunflower as well. And let's see if they have those. Ooh, never this. And as you can see, 5, 7, 7, and 7. And it's a little bit slightly. Blue bars are slight little bit. Okay. Okay. Now the escape key. Moving on to the scroll up, and it drops all entirely like that. It drops all entirely like that. It's all of the drop. It drops like that. Okay, back to the changelog. Moving on for the changelog. Okay, back to the changelog. We got the new experiments called the Redstone Experiments. Added a new experiment containing various redstone-related changes. This can be enabled by selecting Redstone Experiments in the Experiments menu when creating a As a note, the experimental features behind this toggle are not aimed at any future releases at this time. Instead, this applies for us to try out changes and gather feedback. Yeah, reverse it as well, including a feedback pages as well. Still so weird. Moving on for redstone wire. The performance of the performance impact of redstone wire connected blocks of redstone dust has been improved. Yes, it does very improve. It does have very improved. Redstone wire now only triggers block updates on blocks that may receive power from the wire. Before a line of wires causes block updates, the new signal strength of all connected wires is set. The update order around redstone wire has been changed. The aim is to make wire work the same independent of position and orientation. When possible, the order is deterministic. The right hand. Deterministic based on the context the updates are caused in. When there is not enough context to fully determine the order, the rest is picked at random. And there's something developers know. We know that randomness in redstone is usually unwanted. We've used it here because we made this deterministic wherever it makes sense. And sometimes it just doesn't make sense. And we don't want some hidden state like location-based hashes determining the other end, making machines work differently at different coordinates or in different orientations. The screenshot below shows an example of a random versus non-random wire. We think it's actually pretty logical and is within the player's control to build machines that behave deterministically. Deterministicality. But we are looking forward to hearing what you think after trying it out. And look at this is something how it works. Some pistons like that. Shows at the left, random and right has may cause the left to right as well. I will testing it that to do way. Okay, I will open the images. There was something to see this. The chainsaw is down below if you need a shot. I will giving the link on chat. I will giving the links on the chat here if you want to read there, as you can. See on the pin in my chat in this live, as you can. If you can this, make sure realize don't miss out. If you want to read, thank you so much. I will playing anyone for it. I will testing out or figure out this. Okay. Figure out the redstone testing. So let's go to the peak with the piston. Let's starting with a normal piston or sticky piston if you need it. Some ones, redstone wires, as well the redstone wires if you need it, and then lever. Use the lever if you need it. Okay. Okay. Placing down there and placing down there. Okay. For example, here is a U. Are they opposite of the piston? And then place down here. And now see those. It now turns right. It turns right. The random, the center here, will be left and right about this. It makes random. That's weird. Very weird. How about the right there? Always left. It turns left. It turns left like that. How cool is that? How contraption very cool that. How cool is that? Okay. Moving on to the changelog. Back to the changelog. Okay. We have other with a line of wire changes. When the line of wire turns on, the wires closer to the power source will cause block updates first. When the line of wire turns off, the wires closer to where the power source was will cause block updates first. When two wires have the same distance to the power source, which of them causes updates first is picked at random. That is a random set. Okay, another note. The random, the random choice is made once for the entire line of wire to limit the amount of possible outcomes. This means when powering a line of wire from the side, it randomly chooses one. Sorry, it randomly chooses one of two possible update orders. The advantages of having new possible update orders is that the results are more predictable, and another 4 blocks updates around the wire. The order in which blocks around the wire update is based on the direction the wire received an update from. Currently, the order is back, front, left, right, down, and up. Left and right may be swapped depending on the random choice made by the line of wire. When the updates are further disturbed through the through solid blocks, the the same order is applied there. And there's a one thing is something have to be no issues. As in experiment only changes, redstone wire interactions with other components may not always act as expected, especially when it comes to update orders. Oh my god. That is a very interesting update as well. Very interested. Okay, moving on for the minecart improvements. Moving on for minecart improvements. Added a new experiment containing various movement changes to minecarts. This can be enabled by selecting minecart improvements in the experiments menu when creating a this menu. Our long-term goal is to make vehicle travel, like minecarts, a viable option for players compared to other late game options which currently dominate most player styles. To achieve this, we aim to make riding minecarts a smooth experience with consistent and predictable motions and rotation. With this spacer toggle, we are laying a foundation to build upon the future. We are aware of that these changes will break some existing contraptions. Oh my god, they really break the contraptions. Which is why we want to collaborate with the community to save the upgrade and future experience of riding minecarts. So I realize I am not the roller coaster maker because I'm just making for arts as well. For just making arts as well. Please note that the experimental features behind this toggle are not aimed at any future release at this time. Instead, this is a place for us try out changes and gather feedback again. We have a movement changes. Minecarts will accelerate their movement better when going fast, riding on the rail all the time. Another 4 minecarts will now smoothly turn along the track and are less likely halt or derail. How cool is that? Okay, just to figure out the testing is. Okay, I will do this. Something ahead. Let's go with the rails. Something to the rails. With the rails. And then my carts. I want to my cart with just very something. Let's testing out this something figure out this how turn smooth. How turn smooth is that. Let's see this. And turning on this. Wow. That is a very exciting, very strong curves are way smoother. Like that. That is actually very cool. Okay, back to the changelog. Okay, another 4 minecarts can now jump better. That is a very interesting. They keep their vertical momentum when the track ends with a slope. Minecarts will tilt no visually accelerate wheeled in the air. No real grinding sound is played when minecarts are flying through the air. Okay, if I will figure out again. I need some. I needed some netherite blocks, or if you needed something favorite blocks. Oh, nobody thought say something bundles. Oh my god, I thought the bundles. Oh god. Okay, I need to fill this place. Okay, I will filling out of this. Let's set block to head 3 approximate and netherite block or block of nether, right? And here. Okay, over here the netherite block to test this how slopes work. How slopes works as well, and then placing down the power rail and close to the slope, edge of slope. Whoa! Oh my god! The minecart something makes angled. It feels like that. How cool is that? This makes angled. Oh my god. The minecarts turn something angled? That's very interesting. Especially something angled. Oh my god. How is cool? Is this a very cool? It now turns down like this and like that. I will show you to see this. And makes sense to be shaken. The minecarts turn shaken like that. That's very cool. Oh my god. How cool is that? Okay, moving on another changelog again. We have added a new accessibility setting that makes players follow the rotation of minecarts they ride. We have defaults to off, only has effect when within a world with the experiment enabled. Default is a good thing. Very good things to know. Okay. Moving on, we have added a new game role called Minecart Max Speed that changes the maximum speed of minecarts. Defaults to 8 and goes up to 1000 blocks per second. How velocity is much faster? How max speed is this? Setting it to a specific value does not guarantee that a minecart will reach that particular max speed. There are built-in air resistances and similar effects that the speed added through slopes or power rails need to overcome. And another, this game will only exist in worlds with the experiment enabled. Okay, I will show you to test it out. Okay, I will figure out this game. Let's see those, and then over deliver, and then place this block. I will show the command. Okay, let's go to the game row. Game row to have max speed. Wait, very interesting. What's saying? Minecart max speed. Okay, minecart max speed. There is. Okay, value on as 30. Value as 30. Oh my god, still slightly fast. This is a little bit faster. Oh my god, just a little bit fast. Whoa, it's quite fast. Okay. Okay, go back to another. Now value on. What about 100? Setting as 100. Now value on 100. Ooh, just slightly fast. Oh my god. The minecart shows the slightly fast. And their habit is much way faster. Just a little bit. Okay, go back again. How about the top? Top of the slope? The drop down? No, not quite as well. How fast much? Okay, what about the max 1000? Now sets value as 1000. This is a way too much. 1000. Let's go. Let's see this. Nope. Nope, that. That's weird. That's very weird. Nothing in the speed. Okay, what about the max value 1? It resets into 1, and then it turns way slower. Oh my god. It turns way slower. Like that. It turns way slower the minecart speed. Like that. Exactly way slower. Exactly way slower. Now turns 8 to the back normal. Goes back to the normal. It goes back to the normal. Okay. Wow. How cool is that? Okay. Another one for moving on to the changelog again. Moving on for the minecart changes, we have minecarts are no longer be placed within another minecart by the player or a dispenser. Minecarts can now consistently be placed next to each other along a track. Minecarts now pick up mobs more consistently. Sorry about something. Minecarts now pick up mobs more consistently when moving along a track. Okay, realize it's so hard to read. That's okay. Okay, there's one thing you need to know for no impact. We are aware that these changes will make certain contraptions such as piston bolts not work at all. Oh my god, that will not works. Or have their behavior changed. Very delicate rail networks will have their timings changed due to slight changes in speeds, movements, distance, frictions, etc. Contraptions that rely on minecarts snapping to rails will no longer work. Oh my god. How does snapping no longer works? Or have their behavior change? That's very interesting. Yeah, that is a very interesting. This is something. Another one for changes. Various items and blocks have had their assigned rarities changed. That's very cool. Tweaked portal cooldowns of vehicles and projectiles. After using Nether portal, minecarts and boats now only need to leave the portal for 0.5 seconds to use the portal again, down from previous 15 seconds. After using a Nether portal, projectiles such as ender pearls and arrows now only need to leave the portal for 2 ticks to use a portal again, down from previous 15 seconds. Suspicious 2 recipes are now shown in the recipe book. That's very interesting. How suspicious 2 recipes is that? Okay. The mushroom. Let's go to the mushroom. Mushroom again. And some anything flowers you want. Favorite flowers. As well the ball. I have all. Where's the ball? Oh my god. And the crafting table. The last one. Or crafter if you need it to automatic. Let's set to the survival mode. Placing down a little bit and sell the recipes. And there is suspicious 2 on the recipe book. Now works just fine like that. Where are now find this? Okay, back to creative mode. And go back to the changelog. Breeze no longer have a minimum distance required to attack a target. That is very interesting. Added a new death message for when killed by a mace smash attack. Just like Better Edition has been added. It says player was smashed by a player with some anything names of mace. Okay, for using mace. That is a very interested. Just like Better Edition. And those. Wolves can now also be fed cod, cooked cod, salmon, cooked salmon, tropical fish, puffer fish, and rabbit stew to achieve parity with bedrock. Just like Better Edition, it was a fixed in the long time ago. Wow, very long time ago. I will test this. So I will test this with some cods, cooked cod, and regular raw cod. The wolf one. Let's go to the wolf and the bone. And the bone. Okay. Now let's see this. I need to fit this. Temper the damage. And then let's see the raw cod. Oh, there you go. Edos. Wait, this is down a little bit. Now cooked cod. Now works just fine. Just like Bedrock Edition. It's so cool. How cool is that? Ha! That is a very cool. Okay, another. Enchanted shields now have the same reduced glint as enchanted armor. That is a very cool. Okay. Okay, moving on to the shields. You need to have my shield there if you want. And what's enchanted to be? The enchant for me Unbreaking. Now sets Unbreaking 3. Oh, not support. Oh my god. How not support long. Okay. Now turns like that. Okay. Back to the options, and we have the video settings. We have the video settings. Whoa. We has a reduced FPS when AFK. AFK. How cool is that? Okay. Let's show with the stronger strength. The glint speed and strength as the 100 there. Okay. And turns like that. Now let's reduce it. Okay, back to the another video. The glint strength as the 78. And so the glint is way nothing. Wow. It's way nothing. It's been way nothing. Okay, back to the chainsaw. Is something about this. Okay. Banner pattern items now have new names and icons. Wow. Just like Better Edition. Just like Better Edition. That's how I did. That was before. Now shows on the banner. And there is a new icons and the names. As well, the color varieties is also. Yes, same way another also. Just like Better Edition. Let's see these are new icons. Are they very cool? And the item frames as well. I needed to place down over there. And place down over there. Placing down, and placing down. And look at that, has the new textures for banner patterns. Has a very new. This is a very new one. Reveals the new textures. Yes, it reveals the new textures. Very amazing. What? That's very weird. Okay. Moving on to the back to the changelog. Okay, moving on for the back in changelog. Banner pattern items have new names and icons. Sorry, they were already read it. Smithing template items are now named after their template type instead of the generic smithing template name. They instead specify that they are a smithing template through a subtitle in the hover text. The game will now limit the maximum frame rate when it is minimized or when the player is AFK. I saw that on the earlier. A new video settings is introduced to configure this behavior. How cool is that? I saw that on the earlier. And the same way in the last, what the 21.1 was released, is added language support for Bozos and Belarusian, like Latin, that one. Just like on the 1.21.1 on previously released. And we have tweaked bee flight distances and cooldowns, including bees now wander around randomly for less time after exiting a nest or hive. If a bee has a known nest/hive, it will travel less far from it, thus begin less likely to get lost. Significantly increases the amount of time a bee can take to return to a known nest/hive before it gives up trying to return home. Bees are now a lot less likely to get stuck on corners or when they are close to a nest/hive they are trying to return to. Just on the bug report, bees are also now a lot less likely to try and pathfind a flower it cannot reach. And we have updated bundle. So in the earlier, bats can now spawn at any height, not just below sea level, as long as it is dark enough and there is a solid block to spawn on. A trigger raid will no longer start if the raiders cannot find a place to spawn within a reasonable distance of the village they are trying to raid. We have added baby versions of dolphins, squids, and glow squids. This is a very interesting and new baby versions. Okay, I will show you here to know this. Okay. Where my screen? Oh my god. Okay. I will show to see this. Okay, I need some water. I need water bucket to fill this in. How spawn eggs? Wait, there is something. Dolphin. Let's go to the dolphin spawn egg. And the squids. Two of the squids, like squids and glow squids. Okay. I will show you the super cute size. Oh my god, to the bedrock there. You gotta realize it is ASMR lol. There is something. Okay, they're on the dip. Oh my god, there is a baby dolphin is here. Like that. This is a very small. The squid was the smaller. Oh, there is a smaller. Oh my god. There is a smaller one. As well the glow squid. And same there. And there is a baby glow squid. Exactly the small. Oh my god. Exactly, it's very small. And very quite cute. That is a very quite cute. How cool is that? Uh-huh. That is a very cute. Okay. That is a very cute. Oh no, it is dying! No! No! Ah, oh my god. No problem. Oh my god. It could never die, lol. Okay, back to the changelog. Okay. Let's go to the back to the changelog. We have added small and large salmon variants. That is a very interesting. The title specified in the written underscore book underscore content component will now be prioritized over custom underscore name and item underscore name for any item with a non-empty title in this component. The performance of this server take rate has been improved when using higher render distances. Furthermore, the impact of loading and generating chunks on dig rate has been reduced. Wow, as much as I realize a less lag. Redstone torches have given a new look with updated textures and models to give it a unique and distinctive identity. Distinctive identity. Distinctive identity. Or something weird. Very hard to read though. Okay, let's see about this torch. Let's see these torches. Now, 3 of these torches, like torch, redstone torch, and soul torch. And the soul torch. I will see that. 1, 2, and 3. And there is a new look for redstone torch. Has the new look. Wow. It has a new look. Let's see the spyglass. I will see in with a spyglass. Let's see it. And then look at that, the new redstone torch has the new textures. How cool is that? This is a very interesting new textures. Is it new? It feels at a very new look of torches. And as well for redstone torches has very new. Wow. That is a very new torches. Has been a new annual change. Very awesome. Okay. Back to the changelog. Another one for banner patterns. I saw that from the earlier. Each banner pattern item now includes their pattern type in their name instead of as a subtitle for some subtitles. Unique item textures have been added to better distinguish its pattern type. The following banner patterns have been added to achieve parity with bedrock, like Phil mentioned it, crafted with paper and bricks, and border intended, crafted with paper and vines. How cool is that? Hasn't a new achieve? Let's see that. Okay, I will see that. So let's go to the field. And there is a field banner pattern. I saw that. And border. And the border intended banner pattern. It's a new. And let's go on the paper. All 64 paper. And then bricks. Let's see the brick. Oh, there is a bricks. A wall breach. Sorry, a wall bricks. Let's go to the vines. Okay. Setting game mode survival. And there have it to be crafted like that. Now souls they crafted. And as will the vines. Oops. No idea. There was something. Wait, I needed something. Oops. Just one of bricks. Back to survival. And there I have it. And now requires the bricks blocks, not the item. Not the item dot one. In this case, that's not the case. It's not the case. There is something. No problem. Okay, back to the changelog. The bricks and curved border patterns in the loom can no longer be accessed without the above banner patterns. That is a very interesting. Why is this? You know, why not is this? Okay. I will show you the loom. Go to loom. Some banners. More of these. And white dials. As well the white dials. Okay. Placing down of it. and then placing down on there. Oh, the doesn't work. It does work. And the brick. Realize I still. That is still. Okay, another one for rarity. Rarity is a set of categories which determine the color. Use it to display the name of an item or block. It has no gameplay impact, but is used it to signal how difficult something is to obtain. By default, unless specified otherwise, all items and blocks have a variety of common which displays their name in the color white. We have reevaluated the variety of all items and blocks in the game to more accurately reflect the current challenge of obtaining them, giving the following guidelines. This is all a list of the rarities as well, like items and blocks become more rare depending on the following factors. Any items or blocks which can be crafted must inherit the highest rarity of its crafting ingredients. And the list below the list below detail the items and blocks which have changed to that rarity category, like common, likely, and crystal and golden apple. The uncommon one has the snipper egg and some chainmail armors, the recovery compass, this fragment 5, not cell, echo swords, go horns, pottery swords, some ominous bottles, banners, narrow upgrades, sentry armor trim, and other some lots of the armor trims. And defiling music discs like 13 cat vlogs, Crips creator music blocks versions I just included as well. For Mall Melody Styles Start Ward 11 weight, Relic and 5, and as well the Precipice. Yes, this is the last one. The rare one is the Enchanted Golden Apple. Another thing to note, enchanted golden apples have become more common in recent years due to begin accessible in both Asian cities and trial chambers, warranting a demotion to rare instead of epic. Why is this a rare is this? Instead of epic to be changed. And the last one for Trident, we recently increased Trident's rarity up to epic from common, but after re-evaluating, we felt that it was easier to obtain that other items in the epic category, such as heavy cores or elytras. Okay, moving on for including Nether Star, Ward Armor Trims, Eye Armor Trims, Vex Armor Trims, Spire Armor Trims, with Skeleton Skull, Skull Charts and Skull Charts banner patterns like now that with their skeleton skulls are rare. These banner patterns should be rare as well. Same with the Thing banner pattern, and the following music this for rare ones is the Pick Step, Other Side, and Creator. There is something about. Another for epic like Elytra, Dragonhead, and Science Armor Trim. The Science Armor Trim, are they very epic, that one? Yes, it is the rarest. And we has inactivity FPS limit. I saw that on the earlier. The game will now limit the maximum frame rate in certain situations. These situations are controlled by new video settings like reduce FPS when possible. Options are has a minimize it, limits frame rate to 10 FPS only when the game window is minimized. And we have the APK. Why is the APK to know this? Limits frame rate to 30 FPS. The game is not getting any player input for more than a minute. Further limits to 10 FPS after 9 more minutes of no input. Also limits to 10 FPS when the game window is minimized. And the default is AFK. Another player's safety is skin reporting. Another thing is something for some. Another added reporting reason like sexually inappropriate. This is intended for skins that are graphic in nature relating to sexual acts. There is something sexual organs and sexual violence. And it has the remove reason, defamation, due to lack of prevalence of skins, and another remove reason like threat or threat of harm to others due to already being covered by harassment or bullying reporting reason has been very improved for player safety. Another for name reporting as well. Added a text label above the description box to clarify that only the name of the player is subject to the report. Another one for real M's. Extended the text filtering config in order to support an internal migration for realms, proprietary filtering, and has servers currently utilizing the text filtering config will be able to continue to do so without any changes. And another one for the trial chambers, lastly on the change on some previous versions on 1.21.30, and sometimes there have been added the new trial chambers in this preview. Sometimes I had. I will later on the new preview versions I will soon to do. Okay, moving on for the trial chambers. Added new variations to the hallways, including encounters, sword challenges leading to a larger chamber. Beds in intersections now have their colors randomized, just like on the bedrock. That was a changes a little bit. Replaces the empty chest at the entrance of chamber with a hopper and barrel to better show the players that these are meant for disposal and inventory amassment. Just like on the previously Bedrock Edition preview as well. As you can drop the some disposal items such as something overloaded. Such as something overloaded like that. That will drop to the hopper to barrels as well. How cool is that? And the another one for technical changes, the data pack version is now has 49, sorry. The resource pack version is now has 35. Added some information about data pack structure, for example, data-driven registries to generate reports. We have added unique block sounds to the monster spawner block. It has new server dot properties option, like pause when at the seconds, like default 60. Another note is the when sets to a possible value causes the server to pause when no player has been online for that many seconds. And they removed the server dot properties options like spawn animals and spawn NPCs. And has the network protocol we have the network protocol. We have added the Minecart client tick and server bound packet during play pace send when the client finishes processing its current tick. This is unused by the vanilla server, but left for use by custom server implementations, and has the added ability for custom servers to override the order that players appear in the top list. This is controlled by a non-negative ordering index that is sorted highest to lowest. The client is now shares the state of the particles limiter options to be used by custom servers. And now moving on for the daypack version 49, we have a lot of the changes as well, including Go Horns instruments. Now has the driven, and the searing is now controlled by loot tables found as there. The mushroom searing as well the same way. The pray something same way, and including with snow golem searing. And they removed the crafting special species to recipe type. Yeah, that is a very interested. And it has added the new fields depending variant deflations and optional field explosion power to TNT and TNT minecart types, like defaults to 4. For TNT minecart's field value is added to speed base explosion power, and has the added for enchantment trigger support in projectile spawned in following items as well. So all of list. It has a new item components like that, exactly thing. And the new thing it comes with the instruments and painting variants as well. It says gold horn instruments are now defined in a data pack res3 folder called instruments, like other res3s. Changing this content in data packs is considered experimental and requires a full world reload to take effect, including the fields as well. Moving on for the tags, like item tags, like that. It's been done for all. We have the new item components like Minecraft Repair Bow, Minecraft Enchant Bow has been included, has been new. Yes, has been new included. Moving on to recipes, has the format used for recipe ingredients has been simplified and aligned with other fields that accepts item list, like item predicates, with some lots of others. Moving on for the resource pack version number 35, we has added break, fall, hit, place, and step sounds for the spawner block, just like on Bedrock Edition. We has removals and renames of some translations is now automatically applied at start up. We has up. Oh my god, the girl is alive. Thank you so much, Echo. Updated the format of post-processing effect declarations. We has added support for emissive layers for book models. The texture map for the arrow and bee stinger models have been updated. The model and UV mapping of the dragon egg have been updated. There is a fix on the bug report. Very interesting. There was a fix on the bug report. As you can see, the dragon egg is now very improved alignments of UV textures. How cool is that? That is very interesting. This is a look like this are much more aligned like that. That feels more consistently. It's seamlessly like that. We have updated textures models and sounds for the bundle item. Like bundle icon has new models and textures. The bundle UI has new textures and scaling, and added a new sound for when falling to add an item to the bundle. I will testing ahead to do that. If this drop like that, looks like a sound or something. You have bags like that. No problem. This is a drop as well. Okay. We have the models and UV mapping related to the torts and blocks containing redstone torts have been updated. Added new models for the redstone torts and updated its texture. Another one for the shaders and post-process effects. The format of post-processing effect configurations has been updated. The chunk offset uniform interim shaders has been renamed to model offset. And another for process effect definitions in target and targets have been merged into a single inputs list. As specified by the input format below, the out target has been renamed to output with the same format. Targets is now a map between target name and target definition as opposite to the list, like inline target names are replaced with an empty object. For example, like this, which becomes. And as well, the target definitions with a specific size remain. The same with the name field moving into the map key. For example, like this, like that, it becomes like that. The input format for both render target texture inputs are following fields maybe specified like this, so a lot. And for inputs from a render target, the following fields may be specified like this are all of these examples. For inputs from a statistic texture, the following fields may be specified like location, width, and height like this, which comes their own. And has an internal targets. The fabulous graphics transparency post-processing config is no longer specifies the sorted frame buffers as custom targets. These are instead imported in the same way as the Minecraft main target, like this, respectively like that. The entity outline processing shader similarly imports the Minecraft entity underscore outline target. And the another for translation removals and renames. During load some deprecated translation strings will now be removed and or rename. Fact the used those translations will need to re-add them manually. The full list is available in assist Minecraft lang deprecated.json like this. File the game's jars file. That was being full list is a move. And the last one for the emissive layers for block models, we have added an optional light underscore emission fill to block model elements. Integer value between 0 and 15, with 0 beginning the default value, had no light emission, just like that. If specify and non-zero is will behave as a minimum light level that the element can receive. There is something at least. At least in their count. And the last one is for another for fixed bugs for 1.21.2 has a lots of the bug fixes in this week's brand new snapshot in this week. Has the 200 bug fixes, has a lots of the fixes, as well the oldest bugs report, as well the old bug reports as well saw a lot of the fixes. Yes, it was recently posted in the first video that was being updated. Yes, see on the previously video on the upcoming last video, since I posted it a few months, right? Okay, we are starting moving on for the 1.21.30.23. Okay, for 1.21.30.23 preview update, we have to be new. And how now we has the new experimental features for bundles when it comes to new. Yes, we have some new comes. The same way realize a minimum, but maybe something breaks parity someone or not. As you can report something parity issues as well, if you can. And another thing is something known issues for bundles is the bundle recipe may not appear as a suggested crafting item, but can still be crafted. That is a parity break. When moving items on Thought's device, the wrong item icon may appear briefly. That is the reason something bugs. Are they very interesting? Are this a very interesting something as much as possible? That is a very possible thing. It's so weird. Moving on for the features and bug fixes as well, we have the blocks. The TNT block is now split into unique instances like TNT and underwater TNT for some education edition. Parsing blocks.json now produces a content error if each format underscore version is greater or equal than the block names it overrides. And here is the following block names are now considered outdated in blocks.json from format underscore version 1.21.30 onward from bug report made has a lot of the block names has been changed just a little bit. It's now been removed as well, including the stone block slabs is something in numbers. It's now been removed in the filing someone. That is a lot. And if somebody reported issue, the ID changes left behind the legacy IDs is now been removed. Yes, that is removes entirely to the some unused dead IDs. Just like that. Chemistry underscore table has been split into 4 unique instances like compound creator, material reducer, and element constructor, and lab table. And you needed something education. It isn't toggle if you needed one. Yes, if you needed one as well. Moving on for gameplay. Fixing an issue where end gateway portals could teleport some players incorrectly from bug report made like that. Sometimes the teleports to main and islands. If this happening, something in what is this video, it is shows the like that and here. If this breaks up, sometimes if the going to the another thing goes to the there like that, that feels really can cause something near over the center of the exit portal. It has now been fixed. This last camera set command will now run in the correct order when an existing camera interpolation is running. That is a very great. Another for general has the adding input glib support in the name tags display over the entities. Moving on for items. Fixed block items turning into an incorrect variant when importing worlds older than 1.5.0. We have a bug report included. We has when updating to versions past 1.20.80 blocks in item form in all worlds using numeral IDs are not upgraded correctly. That is a very interesting issue. It's now been a little bit partially fixed. Another education edition exclusive is the fixed material reducer recipes not working with some platinum blocks such as andesite or terracotta. For mobs, the breeze no longer has a minimum distance required to attack a target, same as the Java one. Like that, we has the breeze becomes visible onwards target within short range. Like that. That feels if they're closing to the space like this, it will turn peaceful. It's no longer no longer be peaceful anymore. Okay. Parrots can now imitate endermites that is re-imitatable. And same way with the drown from bug reports ever made. Parrots don't imitate sounds of newly added hostile mobs like that. That feels really something incomplete issue has been resolved with that one. That is a very mentioned. Very interesting. That was been incomplete that one. Right? Nothing and no problems. Okay, moving on for the sounds. Bosal deltas now have a moody ambient sound again. Very great. We have a UI changes. Rename it the All Worlds tab to Worlds in or UI play screen for previous someone. The hardcore hard displayed on Worlds in the new play screen now animates when world is hovered for some preview. Begin title text is no longer different from the other containers in Pocket UI from bug reports. As you can see, the begin text uses white color in Pocket UI. If you see this, sometimes it turns white color for some text of the beacons UI. Now turns to the black instead of white. It's now been fixed. Okay. The arrow from the stonecutter screen is now visible all the time, just like in the other similar screens from bug report nearby. And fixed a bug where crafting gallery tabs will not be visible in Pocket UI after hiding the recipe book in Classic UI. That is very strange. There's two reports. The arrow in the Stonecutter UI only appears after placing an ingredient in the Classic UI profile. That is very interesting and kind of very weird. And the last one for gallery tabs are missing when switching from Classic to Pocket UI with recipe book closed. That is a very strange issue. Is now realized literally missing. It's not been added no more to be fixed. No worries anymore. No worries anymore. There's something. Okay, moving on. Fixed an issue where items durability and storage bar was incorrect size and placement on curtain screens. Added hotkeys to take screenshots in game on controller and keyboard on mouse / keyboard F2 on controller LBN or B or L1 or L1 or sorry, there was something. L1 and R1 and then L button and R buttons. That is a broad ability to be just like on Java Edition for some keywords. And the last one for the vanilla parity changes and fixes. Fixed mushroom farms in woodland monsoons that incorrectly spawned dirt instead of coarse dirt. The following blocks have been brought to parity with Java Edition for Redstone Power, including we have the mangrove roots. Now powered is there. The beacon is no longer be powered. The TNT is no longer be powered, except if it is TNT there, that will activate them. The sea lantern will no longer be powered, just like on the bug report. When mining top snow with a silk tots and enchanted shovel, top snow is now dropped in an amount corresponding to the number of layers of the block from bug report made. But another, if there are 8 layers, a snow block will be dropped instead. At least comes for the technical updates like AI goals. They removed the Minecraft behavior.pig AI goal component that was never used. That is pretty useless, right? That is pretty useless. Okay. There isn't, that's why. Another for API, blocks, and another for editor Windows version has included as well. And it has releasing editor version 0.7 release. How cool is that? And we have an update this week for some editor. This is the editor. We have the items, 3 tables, and the new experimental technical updates like API. We have move class player cursor inventory component from beta to 1.14.0. And the blocks that fixes for Minecraft Redstone underscore conductivity support for custom blocks. And the last one for graphical is the fixed night vision pulsions having no effect in the fair technical preview. And the last one for facing lines are now rendered correctly in first person when the FLV settings has been changed in in the fair technical preview. And that's it, all of these all of the changes and updates for brand new preview and snapshot as well. Very all of lots. There's no to edit or I upload something video. No problem. I will just like that. I will combine some when merge it up. Just to merge it up. Whatsoever, the bundles are now comes to the Bedrock Edition preview. Yes. We are now to be separate. Yes. They are now to be separate. Very awesome. The 24w33a and 1.21.30.23 how very cool are much reliable the a lot. And the last thing, We recently posted for what 1.21 hotfix update is now been released yesterday. That was been not fixed for real amps. They still outage, right? That is a very frustrating. That is a very frustrating. All right. So why not, sir? I did believe. How bundles are they very cool? Such much way reliable. If you're thinking about this, it takes a fall, right? And falls down like that. My very awesome updates in this week's both of the snapshot and preview. Yes, we are very awesome of this all of these updates. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Like, comment, and subscribe. And consider subscribing if you want. And we are stay tuned to the next week's for next week's live streams and videos as well. And see you all to the next video, everyone. Goodbye, friends. Very awesome.